Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It is Tuesday, June 6th, 2023. Here's what's happening today in America. Illegals in your house. New survey on public school support. Apple's first major product since 2014. And the Lululemon CEO speaks out. That's all coming up. Then Bill will be here with your message of the day. But first, the mayor of New York City says that New Yorkers may be given the opportunity to open their homes to illegal immigrants. Quote, "It's my vision to take the next step to this faith-based locales," whatever that means, "and then move to private residences." I think that's a great idea. Let's start with the billionaires, then we'll go down to the millionaires in New York City. Listen, don't fall for this fake panic from the mayor and other mayors of other cities. New York City is 8.5 million people. There's already, by their own estimates, 750,000 illegal immigrants in the city. Why are they up in arms about 72,000? It's about getting federal money, and it's about getting work permits, and then one step closer to citizenship, and then voting. New Pew poll, are K-12 public schools having a negative or positive effect in our country? How would you answer that question? Somehow, 72% of Democrats say a positive effect, which is just staggering to me. 13% of U.S. 8th graders are proficient at U.S. history. 13%. How could that be considered positive by your average person? 66% of 8th graders are below proficient at reading. Kids can't read. 61% of Republicans say the public schools have a negative effect. But overall, 55% of Americans are pro the current K-12 system. That is just bonkers to me. Apple announced their first augmented reality headset. It's called Apple Vision Pro. It's augmented reality. So it's like half real life, half virtual. So you can like see things in your actual living room at the same time. It can do complete virtual reality as well. It'll come out early next year. Price tag $3,500. But a lot of people are going to pay that money. And this is our future. Everyone walking around with goofy goggles on their face. You may have heard about the robbery at the Lululemon in Atlanta. And the two female employees said, "March right out of here," and then walked outside to try to take a picture of their license plate. And they both got fired. Well, the CEO is defending their firing. He said, quote, "It's only merchandise." The thing that got them fired was walking out of the store so they could take a picture of the license plate and calling police. You're not even supposed to call police. Yes, it's only merchandise, but it's also a high-trust civilized society that we are losing and seemingly unwilling to fight for. Bill, with your message of the day. Next.
If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Tuesday, the conservative media had a blast last week, mocking President Biden after he tripped and fell over a sandbag at the Air Force Academy graduation. Just another example of a bumbling 80-year-old not able to stand tall, right? But that's completely unfair. Not that fair play counts very much in America these days. A sandbag poorly placed on a stage could have tripped up LeBron James. The Secret Service was at fault, failing to secure the platform from impediments. That is the truth, and agents should be disciplined. The embarrassing incident does not, however, provide cover for Mr. Biden's overall presence in the White House, which is putting every American in jeopardy. Over the weekend, a Chinese warship menaced a U.S. naval vessel in the Taiwan Strait. Russian warplanes routinely buzz American jets over international waters. Any thinking individual has to know that President Biden is weak and mentally impaired, and that he is declining rapidly in full view of the world. Yet 40% of the American public still supports him. That is troubling in the extreme. Now, I understand the free stuff situation and that the corrupt press generally props up Mr. Biden. But if you would vote for him, you are sandbagging yourself and putting this country in grave danger. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Now let's go to the mail. Sally, Bill, you keep telling us that various bishops and priests are afraid to speak up. Why do you feel that way? As a Catholic who is disappointed with the hierarchy, I'd really like an answer. They're afraid, Sally. I mean, with the catastrophic cleric scandals with the kids and all of that, the bishops tell the priests, don't cause any trouble. And, you know, you're going to go after the Los Angeles Dodgers or the other anti-Catholic groups, it's going to cause a little trouble. That's why they don't do it. Wally, concierge member, thank you, Wally. A great column this week, Bill. Finally, my Catholic pastor did speak out against the church attacks and encourage parishioners to do the same. Good. There are some who do. Most do not. Myrna. What we have now in America is savagery, trying to overtake civilization, crazy versus normal. What we want is worth thinking hard about and fighting nonstop. Oh, I'm with you, Mara. That's what I do here. We got Team Normal. We got the uniforms, for people who want to say, hey, I've had enough of this. I'm just a normal, traditional person who feels the country is noble. Michael, Bill, could you take a look at the crazy liberalization of the United Methodist Church? They have drag queen church services, gay, lesbian bishops, same-sex weddings. You know, it's not my job to go in and scrutinize a church because of what they do. If you don't want to be in that Methodist church, convert to Catholicism. Each diocese is different, and I don't really scrutinize it like that. In a moment, something you might not know. The chairman of the Fed is promising more pain ahead. Last year, stocks dropped 20%, and this year could be worse. You are right to be worried. So please call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They'll show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Since I have been a client and spokesperson, the price of gold has appreciated more than 35%. So please call today and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Please call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD GOLD to 65532. Again, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 79 years ago today, the armed forces of the United States, Great Britain, and Canada launched the largest amphibious invasion in history. The battle will go down as one of the most consequential events of all time. Here is the story of D-Day. Beginning in 1939, Hitler's army conquered vast sections of Europe. 5 years later, the Third Reich controlled 17 countries, including Finland, Norway, Poland, Hungary, Greece, Austria, and France. On June 6, 1944, Supreme Allied Commander Dwight Eisenhower authorized Operation Overlord, the Allied invasion of France. The operation took 13 months to plan. New technologies were developed, including water-resistant tanks that could fight on sand. The vehicles were dubbed Sherman's Crabs. Normandy, France, was chosen by military leaders because it was close enough to England for air support. The Allies came ashore across 5 designated landing areas: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword beaches. 160,000 soldiers landed along the coast. 5,000 ships, 13,000 aircraft lended support. 9,000 Allied troops were killed or wounded. Most were Americans. 10,000 Germans died or were injured. By the end of the D-Day battle, the Allies had successfully taken the beaches, and within 3 months, France was liberated. The USA and its allies then began the bloody march towards Berlin. Less than 1 year later, the Third Reich was in ruins. On April 30th, 1945, Hitler swallowed a cyanide tablet, then shot himself in the head. The war in Europe was ended. And here's something else you might not know. Today, more than 9,000 U.S. soldiers are buried at the Normandy American Cemetery, located just 1,000 feet from Omaha Beach. The resting place is American soil by treaty. In total, 400,000 Americans perished in World War II. 100,000 are buried in France. Back after this.
Ad paid for by OpenShar Concepts. Attention firefighters, members of the military, and airport workers. For decades, first responders and firefighters at military bases and airports used a chemical-based foam to fight fires. Studies have shown that chemicals used to make aqueous film-forming foam, or AFFF, are highly toxic to humans and have been associated with several types of cancer. If you or someone you know was exposed to AFFF and were diagnosed with any of these cancers, including kidney, bladder, prostate, pancreatic, lymphoma, leukemia, testicular, and neuroendocrine, then you should call us immediately because you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call us at 800-494-8560. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve, and you pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file a claim, so call us now, 800-494-8560. Operators are standing by 24/7, so don't wait. 800-494-8560. That's 800-494-8560. Again, 800-494-8560.
Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.